Nobody better, especially in these moments. Trading deadline is joining us live. He's going to be Sunday, Fox NFL Sunday. He's going to be down in San Diego at the Marine Air Corps Station in Miramar in beautiful San Diego. He's joining us now live on the trading deadline day, 4 p.m. Eastern. These are crazy days. And it seems like they're getting crazier, by the way. All these young GMs make deals. 15 years ago, you guys didn't make deals. So I'm going to throw a team out at you. You're Green Bay. You could use a second receiver. It's not a big free agent organization. I think they could use Blake Martinez. They missed that linebacker. Your gut feeling on, they got a GM now that's a little bit more of a dice roller than the previous guy. Any thoughts on Green Bay?
You know, Green Bay, we know that they've talked to the Texans about Will Fuller. But more than anything, they've got to bolster that defense. You just talked about Blake Martinez. And I don't understand the reasoning of what they do a lot over there now. For them to move up for Jordan Love, and clearly that's the last thing you needed when you were one game away from the Super Bowl. Didn't get it. Didn't get them a lot of what they did in their draft or their offseason. And, you know, it's clear, especially in that San Francisco game a year ago, they needed help on that run defense, and they didn't do anything there to help them. They needed help with an extra receiver. They certainly didn't do that in the draft also of taking a receiver high up. So I don't really understand the rhyme or rationale that goes on a lot in Green Bay.
Okay, I want to throw this out. Stefon Gilmore, Patriots say they want a first-round pick and a player. That seems awfully rich to me, but I do think Gilmore can play, Jay. What's a reasonable market in your opinion?
Oh, my God. Listen, this year is different than any other year. If you have a guy like Gilmore out there, look what just a couple of years ago what the Rams gave up for Ramsey.
Yeah.
Right? Gilmore's the best cornerback in the NFL, right? It's him or Ramsey, but he's there. But this is such a different year. And I said it on Sunday, there's no instant gratification this year because if you trade for a player, he can't play for you that first game because of COVID rules. He has to test for 6 days before he can even join you. So even if you get him in there on time after you trade today, he's not going to play this weekend, probably be limited the week after that. So you don't have that instant gratification. Plus, we also know the cap goes down next year considerably because of COVID. So as a result of this, you're not going to have teams are not calling around trying to wheel and deal. You're not going to try and dump out of high price, or they're going to try and dump out of some high price players, but nobody's going to be taking those high price players, those big contracts, because of what the cap's going to be next year. That's why this whole trade deadline this year has been pretty uneventful for the most part.
Do you think there will be a big seller or a big trader? Is there a team or two I should, your phone's buzzing a little.
Yeah. It's more of teams trying to sell players, trying to get out of these players, trying to get out of these contracts. Even look, I was shocked when I called this weekend. I was shocked at how many people said, we can't afford Gilmore. And I'm like, it's the best cornerback in the NFL. Usually teams are clamoring, we're not able to. We're not able to deal with the cap. We can't deal with it. And, the cap's going to go down next year. We don't know what we're dealing with. So it's that uncertainty of next year that has taken out a lot of the bidders that you normally have. Again, a guy like Gilmore, and by the way, it was funny because he put his house on the market and I actually got the listing. And in the listing, it says all offers must be in by Tuesday, 5 o'clock. I'm serious. I'm not pulling a Glazerism. I'm not messing with you here. And really, he said that. I'm like, does he know something we didn't know before that? And, he had a knee injury this weekend and didn't play. But it's pretty funny that he insisted 1 hour after the trade deadline, all offers must be in.
So I do believe the Jets will draft Trevor Lawrence. He's a generational talent. We've been talking about him for 3 years. If they do, I think there's going to be a market for Sam Darnold. Colts, yep. I do. What is your gut feeling on the market for Sam?
I do also. I think there'll be a market for Sam. I think Sam has shown really great athleticism this year. He has nothing to work with over there. I think that there will be teams who look at Sam. I don't think they're going to get an awful lot for him. I really don't. But I certainly think that teams will – it depends. You have an offensive coach. A lot of these coaches like to look at it and say, with their ego, I could turn him into a star. I could turn him into a Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
So you'll have those teams looking for him.
By the way, is there a team out there like the Dolphins or the Raiders? They may not be a Super Bowl team, but boy, Flores and Gruden could talk themselves into, you know what? Right. We're close. We beat Kansas City. Anything on the Raiders or the Dolphins? Because I think they have a chance to make the playoffs, and I wonder if in the rooms they're talking a little.
Yeah, defensively, both have done a great job. They really have. And Flores, the reason why they made the move to Tua is because they realized, hey, we're actually in the middle of this thing. So, we know what Fitz's ceiling is. We're not really sure what Tua's ceiling is. He may be able to have more of a dynamic presence here for us and help us more down the stretch, get us over that hump so we could win this division. So I think that's why and remember too, originally they wouldn't have been able to do it at this point and let him work out some of the kinks and the cobwebs because originally their bye week was week 11. But because of everything getting changed up with the schedule, they moved all the way up to this past week.
Okay.
I love what they're doing over there. They have bought in. You name one player in that defense in Miami, unless you're a diehard fan, I don't think anybody can. And that is the one defense, well, besides Pittsburgh, I would not want to face on a Sunday.
Yeah, Byron Jones, I guess, the corner from
right?
From Dallas. Okay, hey, by the way, you're down in San Diego at the Marine Corps Air Station in Miramar, San Diego. Tell us what you're doing there, and that means a lot to you, I know.
Yeah, it really does. Look, it means a lot to Fox, and it's great. I've been at Fox since 2004, and almost every year they have sent me or the whole crew to a military base on Veterans Day and or on Thanksgiving. So the military really means a lot to Fox. And then when I started my foundation, MVP, Fox has been so supportive. It's great. So every year, they call and they're like, hey, we're going to it's not even, do you want to go? They send me to a different base and I'm able to really, I'm in my element. I love these people. They do like, again, our military, they don't know you or me or my kid. And yet they leave their own families to go fight for us. And on Veterans Day itself, particularly, it's special. And I want every veteran out there to think going in from right now until next Veterans Day, what are you proud of your time in the military? Like we all look at you, we're celebrating you next week. So what are you going to celebrate about yourself? Because we need to have some pride in what we do for this country. Because, man, when we say thank you for your service, you damn sure know that we mean thank you for your service.
Yeah, well said. Fox is amazing with the American military.
Yeah, they are.
We're really amazing. All right, Glazer, don't drink that wine behind you. Get in shape. Why don't you go lift weights for one time in your life?
For once, I know, for once.
All right, good to see you.
I got to keep people like you from bullying me. Thanks,
I know,
buddy.
I'm a tough guy. You're talking about Mr. Tough Guy here. I got facial hair and everything. All right, good stuff. Thanks, Jay.
See you, brother.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.